Your smartphone keyboard just became an AI agent, and that fundamentally changes everything about how you'll interact with your phone every single day. Until now, AI assistants on smartphones have lived in separate apps. You want to ask Siri or Google Assistant something, and it pops up in a modal window, pulling you out of whatever you were doing. But Acti is doing something completely different and frankly innovative. They're building AI agents directly into the keyboard itself, which means you can ask questions, generate content, and get intelligent suggestions without ever leaving the text input layer. Think of it like this. Instead of walking to a different room to talk to an AI, the AI moves into the room where you're already typing. This isn't just a keyboard upgrade, it's a fundamental change in where AI lives on your device and how you access it every day. Acti just announced their approach, and the implications are staggering. The keyboard is the one interface every phone user touches dozens of times a day, and now it's intelligent. Most people don't realize this is even possible, which is exactly why this announcement caught the industry's attention. Here's why this matters and how it reshapes the mobile AI experience in ways we're only beginning to understand. Your smartphone keyboard hasn't fundamentally changed in nearly 2 decades. Sure, it got better at predicting the next word you'll type, and emoji search improved, but the core design remained static. Meanwhile, every other part of your phone evolved dramatically. Your camera learned to recognize faces, objects, and scenes. Your Photos app learned to organize images by person and location automatically. Your voice assistant learned to understand context across entire conversations. Your email learned to prioritize important messages. But the keyboard, the one interface you use to input literally everything, stayed relatively frozen in time. Why is that? Well, keyboards are incredibly difficult to reimagine. A company like Google can spend billions on Gboard, and the innovation has still been mostly incremental. The fundamental design has remained unchanged since smartphones first existed. Then there's the psychological barrier. Users develop deep muscle memory with keyboards. Asking people to switch to a completely new keyboard design is like asking them to switch hands. Apple's had decades to revolutionize the iPhone keyboard, but they haven't altered the core design since 2007. That's nearly 20 years with minimal fundamental change. But something shifted recently. Large language models became sophisticated enough that you could embed genuinely useful AI directly in a keyboard without making your phone slower or draining the battery. That breakthrough opened the door for companies like Acti to reimagine what a keyboard could actually be. The technical architecture here is genuinely clever. Acti's AI doesn't live in a separate app that you launch. It lives as a service right inside the keyboard itself. When you bring up the keyboard, it's already listening and learning the context of what you're about to type. Writing a professional email, the AI recognizes it from your word choice and the context of the conversation. Texting a close friend, it changes to casual, friendly suggestions. This is like having a ghostwriter that anticipates what you need before you finish the first sentence. Acti built this using modern large language models, the same technology powering ChatGPT and Claude. Here's the crucial part. Instead of sending every keystroke to a cloud server somewhere, they've optimized it so the core intelligence runs locally on your phone. That's actually essential for speed and privacy. Your sensitive messages, passwords, and personal conversations don't need to leave your device. The keyboard can suggest not just the next word, but entire sentences or paragraph completions that match your voice and communication style. Imagine typing the start of an apology and it suggests a full 3-sentence response that sounds exactly like you. That's not mind reading, but it's getting close. This is where the term AI agent becomes meaningful. It's not just statistical pattern matching anymore. It's reasoning about what you actually need next and offering it before you even ask. Let's walk through some real scenarios because that's where the power becomes obvious. First situation, you're writing an email about a project delay. You type "sorry for the delay" on, and Acti suggests completing the thought based on your communication patterns, the time of day, and what it's learned about your tone. You can accept it, edit it, or keep typing. Second situation, you're texting your partner. You type "hey, can you pick up?" and Acti predicts what you're about to ask for based on your location, the time of day, and patterns from hundreds of previous conversations. Groceries, coffee, whatever you usually need at that time. Third situation is where it gets genuinely interesting. You're researching something and composing a complex question for an AI assistant, except now you don't need to leave your keyboard. You can ask directly and get an answer without context switching. Fourth, content creators can draft social media posts, product descriptions, or newsletter content straight in the keyboard, with real-time intelligent suggestions improving the draft as they type. The common thread through all of these is that the keyboard becomes a co-author. It's not writing for you, it's writing with you at the speed of thought. The suggestions feel natural instead of intrusive, because they've learned your voice from analyzing thousands of things you've already typed. This is where Acti's approach becomes genuinely disruptive, because they're not just improving keyboards, they're potentially reshaping an entire industry. Compare it to existing solutions, and the differences become stark. Google Gboard is the dominant smartphone keyboard, and it's incredibly sophisticated, but it's fundamentally a text input tool with AI features bolted on. It predicts the next word. It can search and paste results, but it doesn't reason about your intentions the way Acti's approach does. Then there's traditional AI assistants, Siri, Google Assistant, Alexa. They live in separate apps or voice interfaces. You open them, ask a question, wait for processing, then switch back to what you were doing. They're interrupt-driven. They pull your attention away from your current task. What Acti's proposing is fundamentally different. The AI lives where you're already working. It's always on. Context-aware assistance that doesn't require you to switch contexts or launch another app. There's also a philosophical change here. Most keyboard innovations try to be invisible to get out of your way. Acti's approach is the opposite. It wants to be present and helpful. It's betting that users actually want an intelligent partner in the keyboard, not just faster typing. That's a bold bet, and opinion is split. Some users will absolutely love it. Others will find it intrusive or creepy. But the market will ultimately decide whether this becomes standard practice or remains niche. The implications of this change are massive, and they are complicated. Start with privacy and security. Your keyboard sees absolutely everything you type: passwords, credit card numbers, private conversations, sensitive work emails, things you delete without sending. If that keyboard is connected to an AI service, even if it's running on your device, there are new attack surfaces to consider. Acti claims everything stays local on your phone, but that's a promise that needs independent security verification. Second implication is for the entire mobile AI market. If Acti succeeds in making the keyboard the primary AI interface, companies like OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic suddenly face a distribution problem. Their AI apps become less essential if the most useful intelligence is already built into the keyboard everyone uses. That's billions in market value at stake. Third implication is philosophical. If your keyboard is suggesting entire paragraphs, are you still writing or just editing what the AI generates? That might be fine for professional emails and templated responses, but it fundamentally changes what writing means. There's also the question of switching costs. If Acti's AI learns your patterns and voice, what happens when you switch phones or keyboards? Do you lose all that learning? Is your AI assistant locked to one ecosystem? These questions will determine whether this becomes industry standard or an interesting experiment that plateaus. And honestly, these are the conversations we need to have before this technology becomes ubiquitous. If you want to actually try this instead of just reading about it, here's what you do. Acti made their keyboard available as a downloadable app on both iOS and Android, so you don't need to wait for an OS update. To get started, download the Acti keyboard app from the App Store or Google Play Store. Then navigate to your phone settings, find Keyboard Preferences, and select Acti as your default keyboard. You'll need to grant permissions for it to input text and access context from your other apps. This is where you're making an explicit choice about privacy. You can revoke these permissions anytime. Once it's set up, the magic unfolds gradually. The first few uses might feel like a regular keyboard with excellent autocomplete. But over days and weeks, as it learns your patterns, word choices, and communication style, it becomes noticeably more helpful. Most users report that within a week of active use, suggestions feel genuinely useful rather than intrusive. The features currently available include word prediction, sentence completion, full paragraph suggestion, tone adjustment for different contexts, casual, professional, empathetic, and the ability to ask questions without leaving the keyboard. Acti's roadmap includes more advanced features coming soon, but they are intentionally moving carefully, learning from user feedback before adding more powerful capabilities. If you try it and don't like it, switching back is just a trip back to settings, no lock-in. So here's what this all means for you and for the future of mobile devices. Your smartphone keyboard just became the most important AI interface in your life, whether you fully realize it yet or not. This is a paradigm change as significant as when phones first got touchscreens or when the App Store proved you could distribute software through a single digital platform. We are watching the mobile AI interface evolve in real time. And Acti's approach is pointing toward a future where AI assistance is ambient, present when you need it, without requiring a context switch or launching another app. This keyboard-first approach is already inspiring competitors. Google's almost certainly working on Gboard upgrades to match Acti's intelligence. Apple will likely build something similar into QuickType. Microsoft might release upgrades for Android keyboards they control. What started as Acti's novel idea could become industry standard within a year or two. The question isn't whether AI will live in your keyboard, it's when and how well. For now, this announcement signals that this future is much closer than most people realize. If you're curious about how this actually feels to use, download the Acti app right now and experiment for yourself. See how it changes the way you write, compose messages, and interact with your phone. That hands-on experience will teach you way more than any explanation. Stay tuned to this channel as this technology evolves, and it will move fast.